Hi parents, this is Miss McGee. I'm going to try to do a screencast for you, especially for those of you who aren't going to have the chance to come to conferences. And so I just want to give you a few updates on things going around in our classroom and things that you need to be aware of. First thing I wanted to point out for you is my email address, dmagee@aacps.org, and the school's phone number, 410-222-6440. Please feel free to contact me with questions and concerns whenever you'd like. First thing I want to talk about is homework expectations. I've had a few parents and a lot of my children who seem to be unaware of the homework expectations. So spelling homework is to be completed each night. Every week on Monday, the students receive new spelling words, and they've received a menu towards the beginning of the year that have different options on how they practice their spelling words. This spelling homework is to be completed Monday through Thursday, and then Friday I give them a spelling test. The only exception to this is if we have a funny week where we might not have a full week, we might only have 3 days, I might not give spelling words that week. Math homework is given each night by your child's math teacher. Please be reminded that I do not teach all of my homeroom students for math. Your child might switch classes for math, so you would need to contact that teacher to receive that math homework. And each week, your child should be completing a comprehension activity in a yellow daily comprehension book that they were given at the beginning of the year. Your child should all have this in your desk. We are currently on week 20. And something I need to add to my list is reading. Your child is expected to read a minimum of 20 minutes each night. This is essential for them to get those skills that they need to become better readers. So I want to switch gears a little and talk about science fair. The science fair project is due on February 29th. All third grade students are required to complete a science fair project. They also need to complete a board as well. The board is not optional. Your child needs to complete a experiment of their choice. We have gone over many of these things and steps in class. However, the actual experiment needs to be completed at home. Your child was given this packet that has room for them to do their graphs and charts, list their procedures, their materials, their question, and their hypothesis. If you need an extra one of these packets, I have extra copies in my classroom. If you have questions about the science fair, please contact me as soon as possible, as the project is due very, very soon. One of the last things I'd like to talk about is our field trip. We are going on a field trip on Wednesday, April 6th, and the cost of this trip is $15 per student. This is a screenshot of the permission slip that was sent home. The permission form is due on March 4th, as well as the $15 fee. We are going onto this trip to the Glenn L. Martin Aviation Museum. We will be taking a tour of the museum as well as participating in a STEM activity on rocket science. Please note that your child needs to bring a bagged lunch on Wednesday, April 6th. If you need an alternative arrangement for lunch, please contact your child's teacher as soon as possible. Please note it is important for your child to get to school on time on April 6th. If your child is not there when we leave, they will be going into another grade's classroom for that day. Please make sure that permission slip gets sent back as soon as possible. Going right along with our field trip, we will be needing chaperones for this trip. Please note that we have a limited number of people we can take on this trip. So I'm sorry if you do not get a chance to come as a chaperone on this trip. We will be taking parents at a first come, first served basis. The background check information has changed since last year. So I'm going to show you how to access the new background check. You need to do this on your own online at home. So the first thing you need to do is go to the Anne Arundel County Public Schools website at aacps.org. You're going to come to the top bar and hover over Parents. When you hover over Parents, you're going to come down to the button that says Forms. So after I click on Forms, a new page will load. And you're going to see a page that looks like this. You're going to scroll down to the bottom, and on this side right here, there's a section that says Miscellaneous. What you need to do is click on Chaperone Volunteer Background Investigation Application. When you click on this page, you follow the prompts to access the background check. When that goes through, we will be working with our school secretary to select chaperones for our trip. Please be patient. We need to wait till background checks come through and are confirmed before we can select chaperones for this trip. Thank you for listening to my short little screencast. Please, if you have any questions or comments or concerns, please email me or call me. I'd be happy to speak with you. Thank you.